Hi everyone, we're in for a real treat today. This is Ryburn at the top of Warley Road here, and such a wonderful house this is. Nice historic period house. We've got a nice driveway to the side and the gates matching the railings all around us. The lovely gardens. So we've got nice formal traditional gardens, I suppose. Got the driveway to the garage. We'll go into the garage in a few minutes. But let's go inside and see what we have. Look at the old windows, aren't they fabulous? Right, let's go inside and have a look. I think you're going to love this place. I certainly do. And we're coming to this, what I can only describe as a spacious but traditional hallway. There's lots of space in here. We've got this nice timber panelling and matching the balustrade going up the stairway to the first floor there. We've got the delf shelf. We've got the stained glass on the windows. It's just wonderful, and this really does set the tone for the rest of the house because we're just going to follow this really. We've got a downstairs toilet in here, which we'll show you. So toilet and wash basin in there. And I was kind of lingering on these doors because I just love them. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't it great that? If we come to the front here, so I showed you the window from outside. This is the room that sits behind it. So this is what we're calling the lounge, perhaps more of a formal room. Great size, as you can tell. Really, really good size. Big, deep ceiling covings, big, deep skirting boards. Fabulous old place. We've got a bit more modern fireplace there, but a bit of a focal point for the centre of the room. But those windows, aren't they beautiful? And a nice curved circular bay. So wonderful windows. So a really, really nice sized room as well. You know, it's not all just about the character, it's about the size of the rooms. Now if I come across the hallway here, coming to the sitting room, another good formal reception space. And again, we have a central fireplace, but we've got a UPVC window at the front, but it does match the ones we've just seen, doesn't it? And that extends upstairs, actually. It's a really nice touch. You know, replaced windows in UPVC, but they've done them in exactly the same style. And then we have a splayed bay window, but a full height. And this one looks out over those gardens. So a little preview to the gardens. You can't see to the end of them. I know you think you can, but you really can't. Nice big garden here as well. This deep skirting and the deep coving continue through here as well. I think it's going to suit so many people, this house. Here we have the dining room. And the dining room has, in here there's like a boiler room, so there's a boiler at the back of it, but there's plenty of room for coats and shoes and things like that. Just more than the width of the doorway there, but it goes quite deep. And it extends right through to the back of the kitchen. So for kind of a bit of perspective, this is the kitchen. So it runs kind of that length. So it's a really good deep cupboard. So the kitchen here, obviously we're nicely fitted, lots of units in here, base and wall cupboards. We've got the sink at this side, looking out over the gardens again. And we have the integrated cooking appliances at this side, so double oven there and the gas hob. We'll have a little look before we go back through the kitchen at the conservatory here, because again it's a nice sized conservatory, and again it's been nicely done. And you kind of want to say that although it's a modern UPVC conservatory, it's been done in keeping with the house, hasn't it? It's so nice. It's a nice place to sit out here as well. It's beautiful. And look at the colour in the garden already. We haven't gone out there yet. I'm going to close that door and make you wait a couple of minutes, sorry. So coming through the kitchen then, we're going to get to the utility. And it kind of doubles up really. I would say it's more of a utility room at this side with the plumbing for the washing machine and things like that. But the washing machine and the dryer are kept at this side, as you can see. Sink unit. Then like a pantry at this side. I think all the plumbing originates here, in actual fact, for the utility. But this is a great pantry area, and they've got 2 extra fridge freezers in here, so that's nice too. And then we go through to the garage. Now we half spotted the garage from the front, didn't we? But look at the size of this garage. So it's a decent size here. We've got this electrically operated up and over garage door at this side. Look how big, look how long and deep it is. So you get 2 cars in here, I think, quite comfortably, one in front of the other. And if we go right to the back here, then we've got a doorway through to the gardens at the back, and the downstairs toilet again, so a second one. This one really useful for anyone who's doing some gardening and wants to just nip in and use the toilet there, so very useful. Let's have a look upstairs before we go outside. I know the garden's spectacular. We're going to get a peek at it from the upstairs windows, unfortunately, because I kind of wanted to keep that as a bit of a surprise for you, but I don't think I'm going to be able to hold back, because I'm going to have to show you the view from upstairs. It's just wonderful. So back into this hallway, and again, you know, isn't it impressive? Isn't it a lovely, it's got a nice feel to it as well, you know, particularly nice and wide open. It's lovely. So up the staircase, and again, we've got that combination of that nice traditional feel, but with lots of space. And here's the landing. So it's kind of semi-galleried, almost open, that you find in all the nice big grand houses. Nice window to the side. And then these wooden doors extend up here, so you know, we're not losing anything. Now, I'll mention we have a loft hatch here with at the moment, a ladder that goes up to the second floor. It's got a Velux in there. You've hopefully seen the photographs, so you understand what's up there. So it's a nice big hobbies room and a storeroom as well. Now this is the study off here, and if you don't necessarily need a home office, I'm thinking perhaps you might put a formal staircase in here to go upstairs. Either way, certainly a useful space up there, as is this space here. Great place to work from home. Obviously we've got some built-in cupboards and work surface arrangement there, which is great. Shall we take the rooms as we find them? So we have a bedroom here. This is one of the smaller bedrooms, but it's a good size by most people's standards, isn't it? Without any units in here, you would easily get a double bed in, and then still some, you know, wardrobes or drawers, whatever you wanted. I mentioned the gardens and the views. This view is just spectacular. You can see right off into the moors in the background. Wonderful, wonderful view. And now you can see most of the garden there. We are going to have a look outside though, so you can see how private it is from up here though, can't you? Surrounded by the shrubs and things. This is the other of the smaller bedrooms, again, as I say, smaller purely as defined by this house. So another good sized bedroom. This one more of a single, but still with plenty of space. You'd get a double bed in if this wardrobe wasn't here, of course, but this triple wardrobe here is built in. And again, we have those UPVC windows matching the ones downstairs. Okay. Let's have a look at the bathroom next. It's the next room along. And we have in here shower enclosure and then a full bath. Doesn't look like a full bath, but it really is, take my word for it. We've got a mixer tap there as well, so shower attachment on the top. So if you want to wash your hair in the bath, that's always, you know, a popular thing to have, isn't it? Nice towels and linens cupboard. Wash basin at this side, of course. But look how wide it is. It's just, you know, whoever built the house, whoever designed the house, didn't really worry too much about saving space. They wanted to make a nice, opulent, spacious, feel-good home, family home, and I think that's what they've done here. This is bedroom 2, and they could have made this a nice square wall, but they haven't. They've just curved it at the edge, and it just makes such a beautiful feature. And of course, they've had to turn the coving round the corner. Isn't it lovely, that? Isn't it lovely, that? Lovely little feature. And this is bedroom 2, and look at the size of it. If this was the main bedroom anywhere, you'd be delighted with the size of this, wouldn't you? It looks big now, but don't forget we have extra space here because all these are fitted as well. All these are fitted, all these are fitted. So we've got the wash basin, the drawers, the wardrobes. Again, we've got UPVC windows, but match the ones below in the living room. Remember those old ones that we were talking about? And then across to the main bedroom. And again, it's a really nice size. I'm trying to avoid myself in the mirrors so you're not staring at me and paying attention to the house. But those wardrobes are all fitted, as is the wash basin and the unit at that side. Now, I mentioned the views, you get them again here and over the gardens and off into the distance. And I can't stress enough what a beautiful view that is. It really is. I don't know how well it comes out on the video, but it really is something that you need to have a look at. It's fabulous. Okay, so what do you think? Is it time to have a look in the gardens? Let's go outside and have a look down there, shall we? Obviously we've mentioned the boiler, and we know we have radiators as we've been going round, so we know that there's gas central heating in here. We know that some of the windows and doors are now UPVC, not all of them, but quite a few of them. But we know that we also retain some of these just wonderful traditional features that I have been talking about probably a little too much, so apologies for that if I have. And out into the gardens. So, plenty of ways to get to the gardens, of course. We can go around the sides of the house, we can go through the garage, we can come out through the conservatory. Whichever way you come, you're going to be faced with this colour. And we kind of got a twin lawn sort of arrangement where we have a little bit more of a formal garden here, I suppose, with a lawn with the nice coloured shrubs and things around it, and some beautiful mature shrubs and trees around here. We do have this extended stone patio that runs around the side of the house and all the way through to this kind of more modern patio area. But a lovely seating area and lots of space here actually. And we've got a table there with, at the moment, 4 chairs around it, but lots and lots of space. So family gatherings, barbecues, things like that. Such a wonderful house for that sort of social gathering, you know. So down this side we have just a little bit of an open store there, and obviously this side of the garage. Now, anyone who thinks the house isn't big enough, the garage offers opportunity to extend into, but you know, crikey, I don't know how big a home you're looking for. And then we'll come down to the bottom side of the garden, which I would say is more of the kids' garden, the kids' play area. I think it's just wonderful. We've got the blossoms out on the fruit trees here at the moment, and they just look, don't they look wonderful? These gnarled old trees with the blossom, nicely enclosed. So you know, once you get down here, it just feels so private. The house looks impressive, of course. It stands so beautifully. It's such a wonderful place to be. When you get in the back of here, you can hear everything from the wood pigeons to the sparrows and things tweeting, and it's nice and peaceful. It's such a lovely place to be. So if you're looking for a good family home, something traditional, good size rooms, lots of quality, then you can't go far wrong with this house. It's fabulous. Big garden, lovely views, garaging, parking on the driveway. Come and have a look. I think you'll absolutely love it. I know we certainly do.